Okay, I'm about to hit y'all with the I wasn't gonna make this video intro, but this is a video that is the inspiration of my own negative feelings toward DJ Khaled that have been festering for a little bit. A combination of tweets that were telling me you should cover this, and also a video that I had seen from Anthony Fantano that also included a clip of DJ Khaled actually saying the shit that I thought there was no way there could ever even be physical evidence of. I don't remember what came out that week. I think it was Igor, you had Injury Reserve, you had, I don't know if Meg Thee Stallion came out that week or not, but there were albums that came out that week that just were, if you are a music fan, objectively better than the shit that DJ Khaled came out with. Now, this isn't me saying that DJ Khaled should make better music. I mean, he obviously should, or he should obviously try to curate a better sound because he's shit at that, as we've seen in recent examples. But artistry has never really been DJ Khaled's strong point, as he's never really been an artist himself. He's been that guy that always sits on the side watching everybody else participate in the group project and putting his name at the fucking top, saying we the best in all his songs. Cool. The thing that made that tolerable for so long was the idea that you thought maybe, despite him not doing shit, he would be aware of it, you know? Like, all this time, I think we'd been tolerating that DJ Khaled cosign or that DJ Khaled brand on a lot of the tracks because we're just like, hey, it's Khaled, man. You know, he's a meme. He embraced his meme. He does funny things from time to time. Like, there's no reason to really hate on this dude because he knows, right? He knows, doesn't he? So the longer I watched Khaled, the less angry I got at him because it just felt like he knows that he's not contributing that much to this project, okay? He knows that he should just be satisfied with being in this position despite the lack of effort that he actually has to put into anything. I mean, hell, he even gets other producers, which I thought was his fucking job. That was my thought. You know, at the very least, I'm like, okay, maybe this dude is aware of it and we can move past the mediocrity in the music because he's aware that he's not really doing much. And he seemed, again, like he could be a really cool guy that just knows the climate. But then this break in character, this break in persona that he'd been pushing since before Major Key, it made me look at him like, you ungrateful bastard. And it's very ironic because the name of his last fucking record was Grateful. Him breaking this character that he'd been pushing for so long just makes me look at him like, are you serious? You do nothing. You do nothing. Okay, maybe he does things. I'm not going to discredit his whole career. He's responsible for curating some really good singles that I've heard in my history, in my past. That We Taking Over remix that he did with a bunch of artists way back when was one of my shits growing up. This is comparable to the Nicki Minaj fiasco that happened last year when she blew up at Travis Scott for, you know, coming out with actual really great album versus her own, and she's blaming his bundle deals. And that's even funnier about this situation is DJ Khaled was trying to incorporate fucking nutritional supplements and energy drinks with this album as a way to push it to more sales. DJ Khaled, known for working out and never losing any weight, is marketing supplements with his album. But I guess my question here is, when is making music and putting it out and being famous despite your mediocrity? I mean, I look at Lil Pump and this is just the face of a guy that knows that he's capitalizing off of a moment. Like, I genuinely don't think Lil Pump thinks he makes great music or anything like that, but he's enjoying his youth. He's enjoying the moment. He's putting out whatever he wants and happy for the position that he's in. He's not going on record to make a rant video talking about why I didn't get #1, why I wasn't this. And it makes me lose even more respect for DJ Khaled because I'm looking at him chastise other artists and have the nerve and the audacity to say something like they're making mysterious quote-unquote music, because it's music that took time to create. It's a sound that they took time to curate. It's something that they put a lot of effort into, and you're not used to that. And since it's off kilter and it's not the same generic trap shit that you get with every other artist, every other sound that you try to combine, because it's not the same as that, you're saying it's mysterious, as to say it's somehow somewhat weird. And that to me just makes it known that DJ Khaled has never broken a sweat in the studio. This man might as well be a label executive because all he's good for is releasing other people's music. And then when I sit and think about it, I'm like, wow, this is a guy that doesn't know about the blood, the sweat, and the tears it would take to to invent something new or to recreate yourself artistically. He doesn't know about that, which further leads me to my idea that he just has industry connections and he's upset, not with people calling the music on his album bad, but the idea that his music didn't make it to the #1 spot. He's not concerned with whether or not the quality of the music is one of the reasons why he dropped from #1 to #2, or he never reached #1 in the first place. He doesn't seem to be concerned with the direction that music is going right now and people being more fans of organic material, things that take a little bit more time or are a little bit more personal to the person creating the music. He's concerned with the placement, which makes me even more upset because I have to watch people like Joe fucking Button on his podcast dedicate 20 minutes of a review to fucking DJ Khaled when other artists have been dying to be a part of a platform like that. And this is a podcast that is supposed to be pioneering and pushing independent acts that don't get that label push, that mainstream push. And I'm watching them talk about a fucking DJ Khaled album. I was pissed. You don't care about being the best music, you care about looking the best. This music shit don't mean nothing to DJ Khaled, it only matters his placement. But again, all this stuff would have been tolerable and I was aware of it before this thing even came out. I've been aware of this ideology that he probably had well beforehand, but it was tolerable because at the very least the persona that he'd marketed was that of a guy that didn't take himself seriously to even care about having the #1 album. Despite your lack of actual input on anything at all musically, and despite how this sounds very similar as far as your whole creative process goes, the fact that you'd have the audacity to be upset with the #2 spot is crazy to me. You bastard. All that would have been tolerable, but he broke his character. The character that didn't care about sales, the character that didn't seem to care about anything going on behind the scenes, the character that didn't cause conflict and insult other artists simply because they outsold or outshined him briefly or momentarily. You come out with a compilation of music that is the most generic shit all year, one of the worst albums I've heard all year, and you have the nerve to try to insult other music by labeling it as mysterious and saying that because people don't hear it, your music is somehow better or more preferred? How do you think underground acts and people that don't have as much push as you get to that level? You should be pioneering them. You should be saying, oh, check out these records that beat mine out this week. I don't even think DJ Khaled even listened to Tyler Creator's music. And it really piques my interest to know how other acts that really, slave over that authenticity aspect of their music, I wonder how they're going to respond to DJ Khaled if they're going to continue to work with him, because he did have some of those acts. Well, not really on his recent album. They were all pretty much pop and B-list rappers, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. While you sit in whatever luxurious car that is, wearing that stupid ass tie-dye colored shirt with your belly out and exposed, selling nutritional supplements but not taking them your damn self, acts like Tyler the Creator and Injury Reserve and more underground artists, I hope and pray to God continue to outsell you and outshine you, because you didn't deserve it in the first place. There's an underground artist right now, maybe Ace Hood, that might have been preferable getting #2 to Tyler or whoever got #1 that week that you didn't. Fuck you.